Hello and welcome everyone, my name is The Clever Fool. Today I'll be revisiting Noryang Point because I got some YouTube comments saying that it's much more difficult to get the achievement on hard difficulty now. So we're going to go ahead and give it a try. We have to protect the wonder. Just doing it all in one take. I will say, I did check this out off camera and it definitely is a lot harder than it used to be. Okay, so right away, let's select our ships, send them up. Key is to send fire ships to directly kill the opponent. These bills can come repair. We need our Galians here to... No, this isn't gonna work. Yeah, we've got the attention of the fire ships here, so it's not gonna work. So, well, like, essentially, like, you see how the Galians are completely smashing our coastline already. Oh, we actually got one with our tower there before it succumbed. This is a failure, by the way. What I'm going to try to do, I guess I'll explain my thought process, because it's going to be tough to talk while attempting this. It is possible. What you have to do is you have to make sure that your first two fire ships survive, and your regular Galians kind of take the heat from the enemy fire ships and the remaining Galians as much as possible, and your fire ships pretty much just absorb everything. And at some point it would also probably be good to get your starting villagers rotated up north to start some repairs, because even after the cannon Galians are done, your wonder's probably still going to be at really low HP, and you'll need villagers to repair it. Alright. Now that I've explained all that, let's go ahead and try all that out again. Let's have these guys come repair this. Okay, so we've attracted the attention of the fire ships here. We're going to go pretty much exclusively for cannon galleons here. You can see it's kind of working. What happened this time is we didn't absorb enough cannon Galian shots with our bait to be of any use, but most of our navy is still here. And our fire ships remained alive. I think what happened there was our fire ships started targeting things that were not cannon Galians. It also does appear to be just like a tad bit luck-based. Let's send these bills back to repairs. Get a couple fire galleys out here if we can. So like this is already looking like a lost run because we lost a fire ship here. Yeah, it's not gonna be good. That's alright, we'll keep trying.
수리공.
Okay, out of resources, no more wood. That's where these villas need to be going to now. Buy wood, please. Start repairing again.
저요? 광부.
Okay, let's sell some food. And just like that, there we go. It is much harder. But now we have a navy out. And we've got tons of fire ships online. And I think that should be pretty much all she wrote here. The repair bills here definitely helped. You'll need almost all your all the resources you can get. And a little bit of market rebalancing even. I think helpfully it would be good to task your gather point onto some trees early on so that the villagers that you start creating from your town center will get a little bit of wood influx right away. I didn't think that was going to be necessary, but here we are.
준비.
And that is really most of the difficulty of the level
대기.
left, I imagine. I'm going to repair up the wonder here. And I imagine the rest of it will be a fairly straightforward process here. Alright, so yeah, I'm just going to take this time to kind of gather my thoughts a little bit and do the standard build stuff.
준비.
이동. 네.
Let's have our scout go on auto scouting. And we'll just complete our boom here. I think it's likely that the worst is over.
준비.
대기.
그러죠. 이동. 목수.
Let's have these villas just stay nearby and chop wood. We'll have lots of wood
저요.
choppers.
채직군.
예?
나무꾼. 채직군. 준비. 나무꾼. 목수.
Let's get some more wood choppers online. Or rather, stone miners. 17 wood choppers. What's our pop cap? 125. 115 if our wonder is destroyed, but our wonder was not destroyed. I'm going to keep a squadron of ships near the wonder here, just in case the enemy sends another wave of ships at us. But I think the initial wave is the worst. I'd also like to get another town center online at some point. There's probably a few good candidates for extra town center spots.
예?
This area seems kind of decent. Send 3 villas over here. Let's also get Bodkin Arrow out. University, let's get murder holes online. Let's also get chemistry going. We don't even have crossbowman tech. Do Koreans have good arbalesters? Let's see. Bracer, armor. Yeah, they do have good archers. So a few more rails on gold, I think, is in order. Let's start creating some archers.
저요? 광부.
We cannot drive off the repeated attacks of these Japanese warships. We must seek aid from Admiral Yi Sun-shin. Rumor has it that he has been working on a secret weapon.
예? 나무꾼. 네. 그러죠. 출동. 네. 이동. 채직군.
저요. 이동. 그러죠. 예. 목수.
Okay, that's unfortunate. We did lose our low HP cannon galleons there. But that's okay. That's an inconvenience and not a full loss condition here.
준비. 목수. 대기.
Let's get a few more fast fires online just to guard our coastline here. I'm sure there will be landing parties eventually.
예? 나무꾼. 목수.
Let's get a third town center bustling here. Keep more archers coming. Would definitely appreciate bracer tech. Let's do bowsaw
예?
tech.
실시.
예, 나무꾼.
대기. 예. 저요. 이동.
저요. 이동.
준비.
동부. 사냥꾼. 준비. 네. 사냥꾼.
출동. 실시. 출동.
대기.
그러죠.
준비.
대기. 이동.
예.
농. 예.
저요.
그러죠.
Okay, Landigo definitely taking a hit here.
출동. 나무꾼.
That's alright. Ship's doing okay here. We just let a transport ship go through, which was a bit unfortunate.
대기.
Turn this bill
실시.
to work.
목수.
I don't really like the positioning of these farms over here.
목수.
Let's keep fast fires coming. I'd also like to get more villagers. Bills on wood, please.
준비. 그러죠. 이동. 나무꾼. 예? 실시. 예. 실시. 그러죠.
Certainly far from being out of the woods here. That is an attack from the Korean forces. Okay, let's get some more archers online. Let's have you build another archery range here. Let's get light cav and another scout.
저요. 수리공. 예? 이동. 그러죠. 예. 준비. 실시.
They have a ram. Oh god.
저요. 대기. 이동. 목수. 예? 목수. 준비. 실시. 목수.
Okay.
예. 실시.
Still far from being out of the woods. Well, it seems like the ram pathing's been pretty bad. Let's try to leverage that into an advantage here. Need a few light cavalry to take out the rams later. That is a big windfall for us. Taking out these capped rams is really big.
대기. 예. 실시.
2 of the rams are down. That's really excellent here. Nice. Let's get a few more ships on the water. Let's grab masonry tech. Also like bracer tech at some point if I can.
이동.
Let's have these vills hunt this stuff. We are out of stone. Oh, that's fine. Let's get a treb online here. Let's grab ballistics. Bracer next. Tons of gold in the bank now.
저요. 이동. 목수. 준비. 나무꾼.
Let's have these vills build some docks nearby.
목수.
Get some fishing action online.
저요. 예. 출동.
Let's pick up fortified wall.
목수.
Keep producing more archers here. crossbow tech. Looks like purple actually is not completely idle either. This mission definitely feels a lot more difficult than it used to be. Usually purple remains pretty static. I'm not sure if they've become activated or not. Let's repair the castle up. Let's pick up architecture after this.
예? 목수.
대기. 목수.
Okay, shoreline's still looking okay. Let's get a few more fast fires.
준비. 목수.
We have tons and tons of gold in the bank, which is really good.
저요. 준비. 목수.
Let's get back to wood chopping. Up to 54 villagers, which is quite nice.
목수.
Need more arbalesters for sure. Also need thumb ring. I think naval side though we're good, which is a big relief.
저요? 네, 수리공.
Bracer tech, please. Bracer, bracer, bracer.
대기. 그러죠. 나무꾼.
Okay, we got bracer online. Very good. Let's do a few more arbalesters here. Let's do another shreb. Should be the extent of the need for land forces here. I don't think purple really does anything after they send their initial waves.
대기 실시. 저요?
네. 목수. 예? 준비. 이동.
Okay, let's improve our ship somewhat. Let's get arbalester tech. We'll get thumb ring next. Let's get a few more ships. Let's get elite cannon galleon. Let's not bleed all of our fire ships unnecessarily here.
준비.
Thumb ring, please. Just need the food. Thumb ring, thumb ring, thumb ring. Very good.
대기 실시.
And we have housed ourselves. That is unfortunate, but we can easily just build a few more houses and we'll be okay.
목수. 목수. 목수.
준비. 실시. 예. 출동.
저요?
Okay, now we can invest fully on standard improvements here. We'll do town patrol. I think we save food for shipwright next. We have lots of fire ships on the water here.
대기 실시. 출동. 실시.
Yeah, it does look like that purple's forces are relatively static here. They have 2 attack waves.
예. 준비. 대기.
Nice shot. I didn't even know Trebs could miss stationary targets like that. Okay, let's save up for shipwright tech.
예, 예. 대기 실시.
Get a bunch of cannon galleons online.
예, 예.
And we'll wipe purple just to be safe.
준비 출동. 예.
After we finish wiping purple out, we can delete our land forces here, most of them.
준비.
예? 목수.
예, 실시.
And we'll meet Admiral Yi now. Enemy fishing ships are crossing over to our territory. They must be getting pretty desperate. Okay, we'll get siege engineers. Let's also wait for... Let's get dry dock. We'll pick up Galleon tech just in case we need it later, but I don't foresee us really needing them. Fire ships plus cannon galleons ought to do the trick.
With these turtle ships, we will send every Japanese ship to the bottom of the sea. We should build as many as we can. Our coast is now rid of Japanese marauders, but they could return in the future. We should sail to Japan and destroy all of the Japanese docks.
준비.
Right, our Arbalister there has done his job. He can die now.
예.
Get two-man saw, make some room for military here.
저요?
Admiral Yi, we can assist you in driving off the Japanese raiders, but you will have to transport us across the sea.
Okay. These guys,
준비. 대기.
like, it's neat, but I don't think we need them. And they're taking up valuable population space here.
대기.
저요? 출동. 목수.
예, 출동. 예, 대기 출동. 공격.
So yellow did successfully land, but we repelled the threat pretty handily. Got tons of fires. Let's start making our way down towards the docks. 7 docks to destroy. We'll queue up a couple transports here to pick those guys up if we ever get a real chance to do so.
저요? 준비.
예? 대기. 목수.
Looks like Yellow's Navy is much more active than it is in previous missions as well. It is a nice touch. There should be one dock coming down momentarily. Alright, fishing ships KO'd. That's unfortunate. We should leave a few ships at home here. Let's rebuild these docks. It's kind of hard.
목수, 목수.
There we go.
준비. 예. 목수, 목수, 목수.
Okay, 2 docks down. More to go. Probably a few more on the east coast, or on the west coast there. But this part of the mission should be pretty comfy. So now that we've reached this point, I think I can discuss a little bit more about the initial strategy there. So, it's going to be a madness of micromanagement. The good news is, if you can repel the initial invaders, you should be in very good shape to beat the entire mission. Just take your starting force, have your galleons attract the attention of enemy fireships and galleons wherever possible. Your cannon galleons can essentially also act as cannon fodder in the early going. Your 2 MVPs are going to be your fast fireships. You want your fast fireships to be melting down cannon galleons as early as possible without dying. So micro those guys super hard, make sure that they're focusing down ships quickly. Also make sure that they're dodging cannonballs and not sustaining too much damage. To help you with this effort, you should probably also queue up a couple of fire ships early on as well. That'll help you kind of at the macro level get a bit of an advantage while you're focused on microing. Speaking of micro, you should be getting a few villagers out from your TC right away. Those villagers should be tasked to a wood gather point if possible. I didn't do it, and I ended up needing to buy a bit of wood to repair my wonder. It will be a little bit more comfy if you don't have to do that, and so you have some of your initial villagers already chopping wood. Oops, let's not bleed our cannon galleon fleet here. The good news is you can pretty much just keep restarting over and over until you successfully do the first wave. Once you handle that, you should have a pretty solid navy of fire ships. And you can repair up your wonder to give yourself a bit of an extra insurance policy. Now, a little bit into the mission as well, Purple will send an attack at you. Purple's land attacks, I think, come in a couple waves. Most pertinently, they have 3 battering rams as 3 capped rams as part of their attack force. Those guys need to go down. I did fortunately manage to snipe 2 out of the 3 of them with my fire ships because they pathed poorly. But you might not be so lucky, so you might want to have some light cavalry on hand to snipe the rams. Also, building a castle in the area helps a lot as well to eliminate the scorpions, the infantry, and the air archers especially. I managed to build that castle pretty much right under Purple's nose while they were busy handling the gates and the rams were pathing, but it was a bit hairy there. Some people, I guess, are so filled with relief at taking out Yellow's initial navy that they forget that Purple is a legitimate land threat since you don't have much on the way of land defenses. But, yeah! Fast fire ship tech is a given. tower techs are given. Murder holes is pretty useful. You gotta spend all your resources early on pretty darn efficiently. These guys are pretty useless though. I would not recommend it. To just take up my pop space and prevent me from replenishing my navy. And yeah, your coast should be pretty safe once you have a solid navy so that you can start deleting the transport ships. But tower techs for your starting towers will also help. So bracer and chemistry. I don't think the Japanese really send too much navy, too much landing force over at you, so you should be pretty good to go. Even if they do land you, that is. Speaking of which, there seems to be a transport ship here. Nothing in it. But the final dock is here.
Korea
That should be
is
it.
free once again.
Nice. Alright, pretty cool. So for those of you that are struggling or don't believe that I'm capable of doing this one on hard, there you go. I hope this was of some use to you. Definitely a lot more difficult than before though, so I do forgive any commenters that say that I did not achieve this on hard. I did achieve this on hard. It was just when the game first came out, so it was much easier back then. It is much harder now. I will say it is much harder now, but still doable. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. My name's been The Clever Fool. I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.